Live music with iTunes and Coca-Cola.
This is the iTunes Festival Podcast 08. I'm Kylie from Capital Radio, and I'm about to catch up with a bunch of guys who are headlining here tonight at Camden's Coco. Now, they're lovely, they're Irish, they're The Script. So The Script, the last time I saw you guys, you'd just moved to London. You were very excited about getting on the tube. Please tell me it's worn off.
Tube surfing has gone to a whole new level.
It's gone to a whole new level. Last time I think we were talking to you, we were talking about tube surfing. And for those of you that don't know, it's actually the ability to be able to stand on a tube and not use your hands. So literally just stand there while everything's going around like this and try and not hit off anybody. But since then, it's gone to a whole other level of matrix.
Olympic tube surfing now.
There's tricks and all in there now.
Yeah.
So who's got gold, silver?
I'm pretty damn
tall.
good at it.
He's over 6 foot, you know.
I never lose my centre of gravity,
You've got a long way to fall, though.
Exactly, yeah.
Indeed.
Could be painful.
It's very painful, yeah.
Okay, so you've just got off your first ever UK tour. How did it go?
Sorry, go for it.
It went surprisingly well. You know, we were kind of a little bit, I guess, nervous after supporting the Hoosiers and Newton Faulkner and, you know, doing all these tours where there's a lot of other known bands. So when you decide to step out on your own, you're always nervous. It's, you know, it's kind of like a 21st birthday party or something. You're after sending out the invites, but you don't know are the people going to turn up or not. So literally, you know, the crowd response has been absolutely amazing. They've learned all the lyrics, they're singing them back to us, and you know, at such an early stage in the band's career, I think we're over the moon at the crowd's response. Yeah.
The debut album, when can we expect it?
It's out on the
August 11th.
August 11th, yeah. I think it's down for a download maybe like a couple of days beforehand. But the album itself, we're over the moon with. You know, we've got definitely an amazing snapshot of 3 guys from Dublin's Live over the past year and a half. We're mad excited about, you know, coming out. But you know, on the album, I guess there's music for head, heart, and feet. You know, so there's a little something for everybody on there.
And so, what's the new single about?
The single is "The Man Who Can't Be Moved." It's kind of it's quite a long title for a song. But the song is basically about this guy who he loses contact with his ex-girlfriend, and he's still in love with her, but she's kind of not. And he just decides in his own head, very kind of Forrest Gump, that he's going to go back to the corner where they first met, and he's going to bring his sleeping bag, and he's going to bring his little flask, and he's going to wait. And a crowd kind of comes around him, and they're wondering why he's there, and the news reporter comes down and find out why he's there, and she sees it on TV, and then hopefully maybe she might come down if she finds out that he's literally going to stay on the corner for her.
How do you feel about performing at Coco tonight as part of the iTunes Festival?
It's kind of nerve-wracking. You don't realise that you come to these shows actually what goes into them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And you realise that, you know, okay, it's getting filmed, and then there's a film crew, then, you know, and we have to play a live show, so now there's a whole live sound crew, and it's just mad. And what an amazing venue as well to come in and look at. I didn't realise actually until I went back out on stage for sound check. That goes all the way up. It's a beautiful venue, it's mad.
We pulled up outside and Danny was bringing in the guitars and I was getting some stuff out of the car, and when he came back out to me, he said, wait till you see what's inside. And when I walked in, you just see all these people all with their cameras and stuff, and you know, you're kind of like, okay, this is kind of
all this production goes on behind you, and it's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
So is it different for you, like your usual live performances? Is something like this slightly different then because it's recorded, like you said?
I think it definitely ups the ante a little because you know that this is going to be either recorded and, you know, maybe sold at a later date, but you know people are going to see this and they have the power to rewind it, play it again, rewind it and play it again to hear all your mistakes. So you definitely have that in the forefront of your mind. But what we found is as soon as you start to think about that, that's when stuff goes wrong. When you revert back to, okay, lads, it's just us, we're in a rehearsal room, it just happens to be all these lights and cameras. That's when I find we do our best shows, when we get a little bit introverted on stage, and that tends to spill over into the crowd, you know.
And then we find that is all that's amplified, you know, it's us having a bit of fun on stage.
If we're enjoying ourselves, the audience will enjoy themselves, and if they've got cameras around us, you've got to try and pretend they're not there, and that's tough.
But as you can see, so we're already playing mind games, so yes, we're nervous.
Yeah.
It's like, don't say mistakes.
What's the answer? How's it going?
You just need to block them out. What cameras?
So what was the last thing that you downloaded on your iPod or MP3 player?
Ooh. I just got Lose Yourself by Eminem.
Yeah,
See, it was
that's actually
choice.
it's the same one. I downloaded the same one. Yeah, we have it in the making. We're going to be doing a cover of it, and a little exclusive here. We're going to be doing a cover of it for a once-off appearance. So we've got to learn all the lyrics, learn all Eminem stuff, and
Brilliant. Well, listen, thanks, guys. Have a good performance. But before you go, I need to get you to do one thing for me. You need to sign the poster.
I'm glad you asked me that, because earlier on I was actually looking for one to give it a go, and I'm lucky I didn't come in and do it now till you. Oh, you already did get there.
oh look,
Yeah, you're already in there.
He's been here already, eh?
I wasn't even asked.
Left his mark.
That's what I was saying. I was going to it as well, you know.
You little graffiti artist, you.
You like my Glenn,
curves.
did you have a badge?
I haven't. No, I will now.
Have you signed your name on it?
I haven't. Maybe I should.
Yeah, of course you should. I'll hold this while you sign it on it. Come on.
You go ahead, ladies.
Have a go.
I insist.
Should I just put Kylie? They might get excited if I just put Kylie.
Yeah.
So Kylie, what's in your iPod right now?
Well, you see, I just got Bob Marley.
Was that the script you said? That's crazy.
Of course, the script.
They're a good band.
There you go.
Really good.
So who are you most looking forward to seeing later on tonight?
I'm most looking forward to seeing the script. I hear they're very good live.
I heard a crap. I heard the lead singer needs to put a couple of pounds on.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Off who?
I'm joined by a man who apparently, when he was born, he was the ugliest baby in the ward. It's Sam Beaton. Now, surely that can't be true.
It was very, very true. I had a head like a cone, definitely.
So, what do you think of iTunes putting on such a mammoth festival?
I think it's good. I mean, it shows how much of a heavyweight they are now. All of a sudden, it seems overnight that, you know, it's all about the downloads and stuff. I think it's great. I think it shows that it's not just all about sales and record sales for them. It's about the music as well and the live aspects of it.
So what are you listening to on your iPod at the moment?
At the moment, I'm listening to Anthology, the Beatles thing. Because recently I think there's been a bit of a disagreement with Apple and Apple iTunes with the Beatles, so that they weren't on there for a long time, but now they are. So go out and download. So yeah, Anthology, the Beatles.
Brilliant. Well, Sam, I wish you all the best and have a good performance tonight. But before you go, I need to get you to do one thing. I need you to sign the poster. There you go, the poster.
Wow. Okay. Do you want me to sign my name or just anyone's?
Oh, you can sign my name if you want, though. Yours would be good.
Oh, right, good. Nice poster.
Live music with iTunes and Coca-Cola.